I'm going to do the fuel filter change on the Husqvarna YTH22V46. I bought a 7-pack of fuel filters. Guess I'll have some for a while. Not so sure about the quality of these because I can see some plastic pieces in there, but it's not like it's going to go through the filter into the engine. But I got 2 sets of needle nose vice grips with some rubber on it so I can crimp down on the fuel lines on opposite ends of the fuel filter just to close them off while I change the filter out. Got a pair of pliers to remove the clamps. I've got these thin needle nose pliers that'll help me with prying the fuel lines off the barbs on the fuel filter. Sometimes you just gotta finagle it a little bit to get them off, and if that doesn't work, I'll use this flat tip screwdriver. In order to get to the fuel filter, just to make it a little bit easier, there is a plastic retainer down here underneath this plastic vented piece. Once you have it out, just lift up and pull out, and it just gives you a little more room to work. Pull this out, and there you go. Go ahead and these barbs on the filter are about 1 inch long, but you want to give yourself a little bit of room to move this clamp. And some fuel will come out. I'll put a can down there in a second. And then I'm going to put another one up here. Of course, the further out you go, the more fuel that's going to come out of the lines. But you want to have that room past the barb in order to get the clamp off. Got my can down there to collect any fuel that may come out of the lines. And then just going to open this clamp as far as possible. Slide it down. Same thing with this one. Move it up. And then when these fuel filters, notice the direction. And unfortunately on these, they don't have an arrow anywhere on. Well, actually, there is a very faint arrow. But if there wasn't an arrow, you could tell which direction it needs to go, because you can see that they look almost identical. Put this up underneath the hose. One side, and just as soon as you release this hose, more fuel is going to come out of the filter. Best thing to do is just plug it off. Probably should have used something other than my hand to plug that off. Trying to find the faint arrow right there. All you gotta do, slide it back on, Slide it back on. Slide your clamp down. Make sure the hose is fully seated on the barb. You got both clamps on. They're seated all the way. I'm going to go ahead and release the needle nose vice grips. Go ahead and put the hose back in these plastic clips here. And the fuel filter's filled with fuel almost all the way up. And then that's pretty much it. And you just put your plastic vent guard back on. There you go. Fuel filter changed.
Please like, comment, or subscribe. Thanks again.